What's up, guys? So today we got position hero Julio Jones, 99 overall dual style short pass speed run style, 6'3", 96 speed, 99 catch, 100 release, 99 jump, 98 catch in traffic, 100 spectacular, 91 elusiveness, and 97 route running. So on paper, this guy has amazing stats and also has an 80 truck, an 82 stiff arm, 89 spin, and 90 juke. So fairly effective in the open field. But you know what, man? Enough about the stats. Let me show you what he did on the field. Julio Jones is just a great route runner, as you can see here, man, especially if it was man-to-man. If it was man-to-man, man, I always put him like on an out route or a slant and just watch him get separation, especially with slants. I mean, slants, he just killed his opponents. And I know a lot of guys just, would say, well, slants aren't really that amazing. They're just simple. Any guy can do it with good speed. But, when he did it, he just stuck his foot in the ground and left his opponents in the dirt like this right here. Just even when someone was trying to user him, he definitely got past them. And, even when he went up against guys with great man-to-man rating, he still got solid separation like this right here. This is that final edition Vontae Davis on the slant and killed him, left him like 2 or 3 yards behind. So this was definitely fun to do, especially post routes, of course. So any route that has sticking his foot in the ground, he just dominated. This right here, 96 speed is nice. It's not the fastest, but it can definitely get you good separation. Also, his run blocking, great run blocker. Oh, this right here, this is golden ticket Cromartie, and he just burned him on the release. 100 release, man, is a nice rating to have. So if you see somebody pressing him, don't be afraid to put him like on a streak and watch him go get distance. This right here, like I said, in the open field, very dangerous, man, especially if you're good with the sticks. Now, like I was saying with run blocking, I know a lot of guys saying just because I have a grind and pound that might explain why my receivers block better, but I don't think it's really going to affect it that much. I mean, it's not like he has like 90 run block now or anything like that. So I definitely feel that even if you don't have ground and pound, he's still going to be an effective run blocker. This right here, his catch in traffic, this was, probably the most confusing thing about him. Because what I mean by that is, he would drop the easy passes. And I'm not talking about, like wide open. I'm not talking about that. Of course, he's never going to drop an open pass. I'm talking about like the one-on-ones. He would drop these so often, and it would just make me very frustrated. But then he would come back and make like the spectacular one-handed in the air, in triple coverage, getting flipped upside down and still hold on to it. So it was so confusing. It was like, how do you how do you drop these easy one-on-ones, but you come back and catch like these crazy one-on-threes with one hand? I mean, that's why it was so confusing. So definitely hard to gauge him there. But some guys, who, like I mentioned earlier, they told me that they did his set and, they made a profit. But the guys who told me that they made a profit, those were the same guys who told me that they tried to play with him and he was dropping so many passes and that they didn't like that, so they just they decided to sell him, which I can completely understand, because I can they were not wrong. This guy definitely dropped way more passes than I thought he would. I mean, so many passes just dropped, like like I said, the easy passes right here. Look at this. I tried a possession catch that to help him out and he still dropped it in traffic. So I don't know what to tell you there. Definitely had a lot of inconsistent passes, but you know what, it is what it is, man. Because I definitely feel that I'm not going to be able to dominate people with Julio Jones, especially when they're running with like Rod Woodson and Cromartie and Sanders and all these big time corners. But still, this right here though is what he did best. Now when I say what he did best, I don't mean that he was the best at it. I'm just saying that technically on the field, in terms of everything I made him do, this is what he succeeded at the most, which was the deep pass. Now I'm not trying to say that that you guys should turn Julio Jones into a deep threat. I'm just saying that technically, if you want to get the most out of him, I feel that maybe throwing the ball deep, one-on-one that is. I don't recommend doing that in traffic, with like 2 or 3 defenders. But if you see like he's one-on-one with somebody, I definitely recommend throwing the ball deep, seeing what he can do. So whether or not you buy him on the auction or if you do his set, I definitely say try out, at least for one season, Julio Jones to see what he can do for you. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up this review. My final thoughts: I think he's worth 700,000. Actually, I did post a video a few days ago, well, maybe more like a week ago. But anyways, I posted a video saying that I did his set for like 400k or 410, something like that. And when I did that, like 7 or 9 subscribers hit me up saying that when they saw that video, they went to go do his set as well, and it also cost them like 410, 430k to do. So I'm not sure what his set goes for now, but if it still goes for like 430, 450, I definitely recommend doing that set to get him for a much cheaper price, because I feel like he's worth maybe 500k. And if you do the set for like 430, 410 or whatever, you can either keep him and have a good card on your team, or you can sell him for like a 200k profit. That's completely up to you. Now, is he top 5? I think he just might be, for that 5th spot. I do feel that there are other receivers a bit better than him on the field, and I know some of you might disagree with that, but honestly, he dropped too many passes for me to think that he's top 2 or top 3. But you know what, man? I definitely recommend playing with him. I mean, he did drop a few passes here and there, but he definitely did also make some crazy animation catches. And the reason I'm comparing to Boss Calvin is because in my mind, Boss Calvin is the #1 receiver in the game, and on paper, they are so similar. I mean, 97 speed to 96, 100 catch to 99. They both have 100 spectacular. Julio Jones has a better release. They both got 97 route running. Jones has a better catch in traffic. Johnson has a 1 point better jump. So, like I said, on paper they're so similar, and of course Jones is 6'3", so very tall. And in terms of price, not even close. Boss Calvin goes for like what, 2.6, 2.5. Jones, like I said, assuming his set still goes for that price, this is like 400K, if not 700K. So definitely completely different price ranges. But if you want to play with Boss Calvin, but you just absolutely cannot afford it, I say just settle for Julio Jones. You will not be disappointed. The guy is definitely a great receiver to try out. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. My next review is going to be, don't worry, this where's he at? Doyle Green Beckham. His review could be out tonight. I'll do my best, but it should be out tomorrow at the very least. And for those of you who did not see my video, I did say I picked up this Deshaun Jackson golden ticket. So far, I'm liking what I see from the guy. He definitely makes some amazing catches. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this up. I'll see you boys for the next review. Peace.